Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is verb phrase 176. The verb phrase today is get by. Okay, we got 5 meanings of get by today, 5 uses, and we give an example for each one of them. All right, so let's look at the first one. If someone is getting by, he or she is living with the minimum amount of necessities. So they're kind of like just surviving. So let's look at the first one. The first one is an A-B answer. So A is asking B, how are you managing after being downsized? Remember, if you got downsized, it means you got fired. Usually not your fault. Usually it was because, the company just ran out of work or they closed down or something like that. And B says, I am just barely getting by on what I receive from unemployment. So she is able to go to unemployment. She gets something, but of course that's a lot less than the amount she was being paid when she was working. So of course she's just getting by on that. On her regular job, she had more than enough spending money, but on unemployment, you're just getting by. You're just able to barely pay your bills and live from week to week. You're just getting by on the basic necessities. Okay, number 2 here. To get something or to get past something, especially an obstacle or something in your way. Okay, so we got one example here. I cannot get by that double parked car. It is blocking the road. Yeah, I mean, well, of course, this would be probably a very small road, but if somebody is double parked, they're parked in the street and they're blocking the street where the other car is supposed to be driving by. So he can't get by this car because this car is double parked. It's in his way. He can't get by it. Okay. Number 3 here. To perform well enough not to fail. Okay. So maybe somebody's asking about, your son or your daughter. He is just barely getting by. He only got a score of 62. So, most schools, 62, that's just really barely passing. That's like a D. That's still a bad score, but it's not failing. It's not an F. I think below a 60 would probably be an F. But 62, only a couple of points ahead. So you just barely are passing. So just very close to failing. All right, number 4, to get something past someone without being noticed. Okay, good. He tried to get by customs with a kilo of marijuana, drugs, illegal drugs, of course. But he got caught, so they found him. So, yeah, especially trying to get something by someone, you hope that you don't get caught or you hope that you don't get noticed. And if you're successful, then you got it by them. They didn't catch you. They didn't notice it. Of course, in this case, they did. All right, and number 5. To succeed at a minimal level, again, just barely. So somebody might ask another person, how's business going? And he says, business these days is not great, but we are getting by. Again, we're surviving, we're paying our bills, we're not making a lot of money, but we're not going out of business either. We're just barely kind of surviving. We're getting by. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.